Good morning, Facebook. I want to just talk about something today that I need to just put out there. And I'm going to put it out there. And it's going to be said. We need peace in the valley. We have just been witnessing another murder. Another thing that has happened in the world. And we must remember, our responses to things matter. Our words have power. But we got to possess some sense. Just because things don't go your way, don't mean you get up and you start screaming and yelling and just acting a fool. No, you can't do that. We in a valley. A valley spiritually, a valley financially, a valley sometimes mentally. But we gotta be the type of people that just sit back and let things happen. Because what's justice is gonna be justice. Do we fight? Yes. But change the way you fight. Don't go out there tearing up people's stores. Because that's not God-like. Don't go in there acting a fool because you want justice. The world watching our response. They want to know, oh yeah, did the end people go crazy all because they getting did their way? Oh, did the Arabs go crazy because they didn't get their way? Oh, did the Spanish go crazy because they can't get their way? It does not matter what nationality you are. We all have the same understanding that we are in a pandemic. Justice is being disregarded regardless of race, creed, or color. But we are people of a sound mind. We're supposed to be sound-minded. So we can't be like the world. We can be of the world, but we can't be like the world. If the world tear up the stores, that don't have to mean you go with them. If the world cut the food, that doesn't mean you get to do it too. You know what that means? You control you. But God controls it all. So if he woke you up this morning and you had something to say it. But peacefully say things. Everything, the Bible says, everything must be set in decent and in order. Order means that you are subject. Let us be subject to some rules. Like me, I've been taught many rules. And I've been taught many religions. But the one thing that I do, I have learned to control me. Sometimes you got to feed some stuff. And some stuff you got to let it fall, like die. Starve it. I want to keep driving energy. Energy in your walk. Energy in the way you move. The energy that it takes to smile versus the energy that it takes to frown. You have the power to change the world. I don't want to say each one teach one, but I got to go there. Because even the youth need some examples. Because right now, they're charging an 18-year-old with a 13-year-old's murder in Chicago. Because it was child endangerment. And the family was like, well, he was hanging around with the gangs. Well, you got a little brother. You got a little sister. You got somebody watching you. You need to be the example. This family is asking for a peaceful protest, even though there was an injustice, even though they know that the police are lying. Their response is different. They don't want you to go out there and tear up the city. They don't want anyone to take retaliation for justice. They said, be still Be still. Don't get mad. Don't get upset. Just calm down. Justice will prevail. We have the videotapes. We have everything we need. Just like the new murder that's going on. We have to understand we cannot tear up this city. We can't outrage. We got to get together as a united force. Black, white, Latino, Cuban, American, Haitian, all of us. And demand peaceful justice. Joe Biden is in office. God put him there. But yeah, he may be moving slow. But behind the scenes, we don't know what he's fighting against. So let us be a peaceful protest. My uncle that lived in Chicago was my example of a peaceful protest. My grandmother who raised me was a peaceful protest. She used to say, get up, sit down. God can't use you sitting down. That didn't mean get up and beat up somebody. That means whatever God designed for me, I have to get up and stop sitting down. I've sat down too long, too far, too hard, too much. Things have just been at me and I've just been sitting down on it. Well, guess what? I'm active. I'm no longer sitting down. The 154 pounds prove that I ain't sitting down. Because my exercise and my regimens are different. My lifestyle is different. The calling on my life is different. It's a renewing of refreshing of the mind to be under a whole new fresh anointing that I could just expound upon. And I ain't been there but maybe 2, 3 services. But the mighty move of God that led me to these people was because they do a clothes drive and a food drive for our area. And I live in Inglewood, Chicago. It's just kind of rough. But to see a church that has other people helping them reach down in their pockets, agree with that ministry on Thursdays, and stand there to help our community eat for free. And some people be like, oh, I'm too good for pantry food. Oh, no, I can't do that. They giving out some good food, whether you understand it or not. They have upped their game. And there are community gardens all around. So if you want to be positive and you say, you don't do that, grow your own garden. Organically live your life. You don't like what's going on. You don't like the food in the world. You don't like this. You don't like that. Change it. But if you don't change the mind frame, the mindset, and renew your mind every day, if it takes that, then you are lost sheep out here in this world. Like I said before, every tongue shall confess, and every knee shall bow that Jesus is Lord. But the understanding is that God got us. If y'all could just sit down, be patient, and wait. Because if you can't wait, what's the point? What's the purpose? I waited on God. I'm still waiting on God. There's some things that's going on that I'm still waiting on. But I got to be well and well doing. I can't give up. I can't stop. Sharika, you already know. If I have to be on fire for God, I got to be on fire for God. If I have to forgive your father, I do. I forgive him with no malice. We have to be the type of people that say, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have aired your business. I did it rightfully so. But again, I'm still your sister. Whether you talk to me or not. I still love you. I still pray for you. I even go to the church back home and we done put your name on the prayer list. So you can't run away from God because we chasing after you. We chasing after your soul, your body, your mind, your spirit. We praying on everything. I'm touching on my brother David. David, my oldest sister Iris, is not responsive in a coma. Nobody understands how they're about to lose their mother and they're about to watch her take her last breath. But understand, they're my brothers and sisters. I don't care what they did before. I don't care. I heard my sister's voice. And she went to Jackson. And she had a hysterectomy. And she had a hernia repair. But they found her unresponsive with no bearing activity. God can change that. But we have to recognize those children are having to see their mother take the last breath if she doesn't survive. They're going to have to watch their mother die. Sharika, you know Annalisa. You know all the family members on that side that I'm connected to. I'm their auntie. And you know I'm auntie of all things. But they have to make a decision about their mother. You can't tell nobody what it's like to lose a mother if you ain't never been in their position. If they ain't talking to you and they talking to me, yeah, I spread the news. My sister may be taking her final breath right now as I speak. But I got to be in mind and saying, God, whatever decision you make, it is well. And I pray for Tony Sparks and Annalisa Pino and Amanda, she mostly, because she's not prepared to tell her mama bye. Nobody in our family, David, Danny, Chuck, Iris, Lil Iris, Big Iris, Danny, none of us were raised together. But understand, although we wasn't raised together, I reconnected with all of my siblings on Facebook. Yeah, all of them. Because what's happened in the past is the past. But right now we got a family situation that needs everybody that last name Pino to begin to pray and understand. We need to wrap our arms around these 2, these 3, these 4 children who are about to make a decision over their mother. Reach out, reach up, help them, comfort them when they need it. Because they going through something I didn't have to go through. My mama died in her sleep. My brother knows I was the one who bared the bad news that mama was gone. But I had to take responsibility of how I treated my mama. Now I can say I wasn't a perfect daughter. I made mistakes. I failed. Yeah. I can admit that. I wasn't always the perfect daughter. But now I have a legacy that I have to build out because I wear my mama's name, her picture on me. That's my butterfly. But I have her picture on me. And I have to live out her legacy. There it goes in the back. It's somewhere. I have to. I can't let the world not understand who my mother was and what she was in the sanctuary and how she gave God her heart and how she trusted in me wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. This is a picture of my mother at her sister's wedding. Yeah, my mama was there at her baby sister, at her middle sister's wedding. She came back to Chicago. And she was there. I was there too. Believe it or not, I was a baby. And that's the last time I saw my grandmother on my mom's side. Because after that, she just said she just wanted to live to see her daughter had a baby. And that was my great-grandmother. And now my grandmother has passed on. And my family is in turmoil on that side because they're dealing with a lot of stuff. They're dealing with crime, victims, people running away, you know. But the Bible said forgiveness is not about the other person. It's about you. Learn to forgive you for your unapologetic ways. Learn to apologize even though when you're right. Learn to say, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Because it's not about the other person, whether they accept it or not. It's about you. And it's about the powers that work in you. If you don't like the way you look, change it. If you don't like your hairstyle, change it. If you don't like anything that's going on in your surroundings, guess what? Change it. Your mama made a comment to me, Sharika, and I'm just going to say it because I really was laughing about it. If I want to pull Sharika back, I can get her back from her dad. I'm like, girl, bye. Are you dumb? That's her daddy. You may have been there for her, but that's her daddy. And right now, she's daddy's little girl. What you ain't gonna do is try to pull her away from her daddy. Now, if she walk away from her daddy, that's different. But you can't make her do nothing. She a grown woman, got her own house, say whatever she want, and she a beast by herself. So if you want it with her, she will bring it to you. I try to tell her not to disrespect the elders, but she's a different breed. She has a different style. You know your own child. So I suggest you tread lightly. Because this girl is a grown woman. She's no longer the little baby. I love my children. I love all of them. Sharika, Chris, Randall. Randall in Atlanta, baby, doing amazing. Amazing. Living his life. Best life. Yeah, y'all call him a liar, this, that, and the other. He do some funny stuff, bootleg. No, Boo is at a job working. Yeah, Boo got a boo. Boo is chilling out, labels, everything. But he refused to feed negative energy. He understands how to start over. Do it again. If I did it once, I did it again, and I got to show the world. I don't need nobody. I'm living my life in Atlanta, and I don't care if I never speak to my daddy. He ain't helping me do nothing no way. Never had, never did. So, if y'all mad at him, bye-bye, boo. Because my baby doing it big and well. Chris doing it big and well. His mama, fine. Sharika mama, she fine. But even her, we have to break her down like a fraction sometimes because she get out of pocket. And she don't remember that you watched her live her life. So she can write a story. But you can also tell a story. And back her back. I love Lil Daryl and Jasmine too. They put all that scandalous craziness stuff out here. You think I care about them? No. Because it takes something to feed that energy. It takes a lot of me to combat with them and tell them who did what, where, how it's being done. I don't care. If they never speak to me again, fine. But I got to be content in saying, okay, those were lies. I forgive y'all. Y'all tried to put me in jail. Okay, but I'm still here. I'm still making money. I'm still catching flights and not feelings. How am I doing that? It's sometimes impossible for people to really watch. How many times did you remake yourself over and over and over and over and over and over again? How many apartments you lived in? How many houses you had? How many cars that you lost and got back a new one and got a better one and this, that, and the other? Because I know a couple of people. My best friend, Audrey Dawn Newbold, calling her out. left Miami. Now she's in a better position. She make buku money. She got a brand new car. She got a brand new husband that she dragged from Miami. And they've been with each other 3-4 years legally. But they got a son that's getting married in Vegas. Yes, Darnell is getting married in Vegas. I'm telling you, success comes when you move. Sharika is a business owner. Sharika plays in the stock market. Ask me how I know, because that's my niece. And what she gonna do is hustle her muscle. I'm building a platform where I can just put up a platform and say, listen, I'm finna bring all my children in, and I want to let y'all know how successful my babies are. Sharika, Annalisa, Amanda, every one of y'all. That's my nieces. And let the world see Pinot ain't nothing to play with. But we some fiercely in these streets. Everything that say Pinot that look like this, some kin to us. So when you see that Pinot name, I suggest you stop, block, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no. Because that's how us Pinots roll. I can tell you. Hi, Ricardo. How's your mom? How's everything? I see you watching. We have to do some stuff. Sharika, I just want to bring you in. Because I just know you where I am. You understand it. You get it. You get how many times people done said some negative stuff. And you just overrode it. You ain't even think about it. But then when truth came to told and the things started happening, your mind changed. And you was like, what? Wait, huh? Who told me? Oh, what did I find out? Oh, who told it to me? Oh, but I got to be different. I can't respond. So this morning's word is, just because somebody do something to you, so what? Just because it's injustice in the world, be peaceful when you say stuff. Don't do an outrage. When you're going through life and certain things are happening, it's your reaction to things that matter. I just want to know, sometimes you have to do things in decent and in order. You cannot be the type of person in this day and age to respond to anything that needs to be starved. My son says it best. Silence sometimes is golden. But I'm never going to be silent about God. I'm never going to be silent about my family. I'm never going to be silent about my anointing anymore. I am out of the belly. Yeah, pastors call me Jonah. Yeah, I can be a Jonah. Because sometimes I retreat knowing that God telling me to do something. And I be like, are you sure, Jesus? Wait a minute. Can we talk? Can we discuss some stuff? But it's his will over my will. And his will is perfect. So let us stay in the will of God, because that will is perfect. God bless you.